Morning everyone. Yeah, first things, hello, I'm back again. Sorry, the last 3 weeks I've been really busy, and it's also been Easter, so the kids have been off school. We've had guests around for nearly the last 2 weeks, so it's all been a bit busy. So, but did find a little time to do some hobbying. And as you'll see, I've finished my Imperial Guard. Now this is 1st Battalion, 2nd Grenadiers à Pied. Now they supported, I think them, along with the 1st Battalion of the 2nd Chasseurs, was sent to support, I can't remember whether it was the old or the young guard, who were defending Plancenoit. But that's them done. Now these are Victrix. Now I have to say they're painted up, and once they're done they look great. I have to say you can't look too closely at them because, I mean, I know a lot of Napoleonic people who do 28mm Napoleonics are spoilt by the likes of Calpe and Perry and all those, but Victrix, I mean, plastics, you get 60 in a box for about 20 quid, whatever it was. I can't remember, I got these for Christmas, but the problem is they're a little bit soft in detail, for want of a better word. Focus. Now, they do look good once they're finished, I have to say, but there's just bits and pieces on them which is fine on a war game. And if you'll see that bloke's water bottle, the strap is like a big flap of plastic that you just got to paint it in. I mean, I'm not drilling every single one of these out, but all in all, a good thing. But obviously, from a distance, you won't notice. But some of the details are a little bit soft. But the one thing I would say about them, though, they've got lots of different heads, and the heads are full of character, which, with the old guard, is quite important, I would say. So there they are, the old guard, all done, ready to march on to Plancenoit, which I shall get to in a bit. So, next bit is, if you see in the background there, I have got, if you remember, I have had these Perry plastic Prussians that I really like once they're finished. They're great, but I've struggled with them because they're a bit monotonous. But I love that once they're finished, they look fabulous. So I am really chuffed with them, the way they look. So let me get a bit more light on the proceedings. So any better? But anyway, so what I set myself a challenge. I'd like to do it in a week, but I'm not going to push myself if I don't. I've got 16 figures left to finish the battalion. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give myself until salute, and hopefully another battalion will be done. But I'm not going to rush a week and then be disappointed. But if I can get them done in a week, fabulous. If I can get them done by salute, that's my aim. So that's one company a week now, because it's only 2 weeks to salute. So yeah, and then so that's the next thing on the project. Now I have to take my camera out because I've got to pan around a bit. Right, next thing is, see, that's after that battalion. I want to get out of the way. So that is all my Calpe figures, my Prussians, all cleaned up, ready to go. I had to. They didn't come. The standard bearer didn't. He's the only one I've had to do anything on. I can find out where he is. Now, the Calpe, sorry about this. Calpe didn't come with, oh, one-handed, the light. Maybe I've been a bit fierce with the light, sorry about this. Right. They didn't come with a standard, so what I ended up doing, got a bit of rod, and then I got this fanion thing that I ended up altering, redoing, remoulding, bit of filing here and there. Oh, quite pleased with the way it turned out in the end. So he's the only one I had to do anything to. The rest of them, I mean, you can't even call it flash that was on them, and they're beautiful figures. Really chuffed with them. So that's that. What else did I do? What else did I do? Right, sticking with Napoleonics. I remembered a couple of weeks ago that Joshua Swan had on his group build, which we all did, I did some figures for, my first French battalion for his group build, his Waterloo group build. He got it in early, but there was also some terrain involved. So I have been planning, and here is my plan, and I will show you. There you go, there it is. Here. That is my terrain board that I'm planning. That's only a rough thing. Now that, see here, that's Plansonmoor Church. Now, this is only an artistic rendering. These are all slopes. So that's the lowest point, and bit higher, some woods and some roads. So, what I'm gonna do, I'll show you in a minute. These are all, it's only going to be very gentle slopes, like 1 inch down to nothing. So the highest point here will be 1 inch down to nothing, because all the photos I've seen, it's quite gentle slopes. So I can't see that I'm going to go berserk with the depth of the hills. But if I think the main assault, I think, at Waterloo will be that direction, okay, over there, and I think the Prussians mainly come from that way. I think there's a wood over there, is it called the Bois de Paris, something like that. So there's a wood over there that the most French forces are coming through, and they end up coming down here towards Plansonmoor. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build this. The church and everything I've got to source and look for, but all of that will be removable, so will any trees that I put on, because then, if I don't want to do Napoleonics, if I want to do a World War II thing, it's quite an open battlefield, and I can put a town over here if I wanted to, if I don't put the imprint on the ground. And I think what I'm probably going to do as well is I've got to work out how I'm going to do it, because I don't want just green. Now, if I remember rightly from photos, here there's a lot of crops and stuff, so I might use a lot of the woodland scenic straw-y type effects and put some plough fields or something. I'm not sure yet, but anyway, I'll show you where I've got to with that. Let's just on the move now. Right, here we go. Here it is. There we go. That's better. So I've started marking it out. Now this is an 8x6 board. So here's Plansonmoor, and the roads that come off, and then up there, and I've got a bit of polystyrene for the slopes and everything. I've got to source a bit more. But yeah, there is the start. Started marking it out, should finish marking it out later on. But yeah, I've sort of taken a bit of artistic license, so I can put it, the roads are going in and out the middles, even though I'm trying to do a bit. But then I might be able to, because if instead of bringing this slope all the way down into this board, I've left it there, because then I could always twist it around or possibly change the setup a little bit. Plus, if ever I want to make a bigger board, a longer board, I know for a fact that all my roads and everything will enter and leave at the centre. So, anyway, that's the terrain board for that. And then I've got one last thing to show you. Let's move out again. And this isn't Napoleonics, this is